earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, all power, and the glory forever. And amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, would you call the roll, please?
Etherly,
Here.
Davis. Here. Ms. Miller,
Here.
Dr. Miller,
Here.
Mr. Messina,
Present.
Mr. St. Columbia,
Present.
6 present.
Okay, we have a quorum. And let me address the obvious. Since we last met, the governor's office has appointed Mr. Joseph Whitfield to complete the 14 and a half months that are remaining on the current mayor's term. Mr. Whitfield will not be sworn in until tomorrow. And so he won't officially become Mayor Whitfield until tomorrow. And so this is our regularly scheduled meeting for the month of October. And so we have a number of items that need to be addressed. So we'll go ahead and take those up. And the first item that's on your agenda is approval of the minutes. If you'd all like to take a moment to take a look at those. And when you're ready, I will entertain a motion to approve those. You have minutes from 3 different meetings, August 19th, September 2nd, and September 24th.
Motion to adopt all of them at one time, or
However the body wants to proceed. If you want to do them all at once, we can do them all at once. If you want to do them separately, we can do them separately.
motion that we approve all the minutes of August the 19th, September the 2nd, and September 24th as presented. Second.
Motion by St. Columbia to approve the minutes as presented for August 19th, September 2nd, and September 24th. Second by Messina. Is there any discussion? Madam Clerk, would you call the roll?
Ms. Miller,
Yes.
Mr. Etherly,
Yes.
Mr. Messina,
Who?
you. Mr. Messina,
Yes.
Dr. Miller.
Yes.
Mr. St. Columbia, Ms. Davis. Yes. 6 yes.
All right, motion passes. Those minutes are adopted. We have a guest here tonight, and he's not here to make a presentation, but here to answer questions if you have any. And so if you'll indulge me, I'm going to skip to the new business on the agenda, and that's going to be the sanitation truck proposals. As you may recall, we had a sanitation truck that was rear-ended about 3 weeks ago, and it's a total loss. We have operated without it, and we need to address that issue. You have some proposals in your packet. You have some from Arkansas Municipal Equipment, from River City Hydraulics, and the representative is here from River City Hydraulics. And you have one from Scruggs. Now, I'm sorry. I want you to take a look at those, and my suggestion has been and will be that whatever we purchase, we make it one of those rear end loader trucks. We have awful trouble out of those automated trucks. And that was what was damaged, the automated truck. We do have one rear end loader and one automated truck that are operational right now. The automated truck is basically sometimes operational, sometimes not. You did approve the use of a contractor to assist us in picking up garbage. We've exhausted that. And again, some of you, I think everybody was here. Mr. St. Columbia might not have been here at the last meeting when you approved and Mr. Miller. We're going to file a claim for loss of use on the funds that we've expended for the rental fees to try to recoup those. Because it comes out of the accident, we would not have had to use the contractor without it. So we're gonna ask that those be returned. As of today, and Ms. Ramsey, you can correct me, the appraisal has been completed, but it has not been presented to us as a city. So we don't know how much we're gonna get from the truck that was this total loss.
I wouldn't make a decision until such time as we get how much money we're actually gonna have to lay out for a new truck. But
Yes, sir,
how soon will we know, will we get?
we've been on an any day basis.
Brian, he hopes.
Ms. Ramsey spoke to him. He hopes to have it to us by Friday.
Yes.
But what I do want you to do is, since you have a representative here, if you have any questions about
Okay.
his proposals, go ahead and ask him. And I told him you probably wanted to know about warranties and all of that kind of stuff.
Sure.
And so if you could come forward and just introduce yourself. And that way you won't make him have a
Yeah.
blank trip. And I know you guys are gonna want to ask these questions anyway, so. Yes, sir. Go ahead and introduce.
Thank y'all for having me. I'm Brian White with River City Hydraulics. We've sold y'all many trash trucks in the past and also done repairs and service. We're out of Memphis, Tennessee. We did present a quote to the council on the new truck to replace that one that was wrecked. It is a Freightliner rear load truck with dual tippers on the back. As of right now, I have the chassis available at Howell, where we build the garbage trucks in Alabama, and we're looking at about a 45 to 50-day turnaround once that order is placed to get you a
About
replacement.
45 days.
Yes, sir. 45 to 50 days, it'll be back to us and ready to work.
Okay.
These are his two proposals, by the way, if you're
Yeah.
looking for them in your packet.
These two here.
Yes, sir. They are the most inexpensive that we have. They do have the largest,
And this is without the money we're gonna have to.
right. This is just their cost.
Do you have any idea how much money we're gonna get for the other truck? You have any idea?
My understanding is that it won't cover the full cost, but it might be in the neighborhood of around 100,000.
About half of.
Yeah,
what
about
a
half
new
as much.
truck costs.
Yes, sir. So we'll be financing about half of it. The issue is, and Mr. St. Columbia, you're familiar with this. We've spent an eternity renting things instead of buying things.
Yeah.
And when we look back in the rearview mirror, we've wasted tons and tons of money on rentals.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's kind of, I would say one of our priorities should be to not continue to pay money, but to go ahead and make this, because we got to do it anyway, to go ahead and make this investment. However, we don't know what the final numbers are going to be. So I wanted you to get the proposals as soon as possible so that you can start evaluating. My suggestion, look, I'm not an expensive person at all, is that we go with one of the more inexpensive
We can
ones.
figure about half of what one of the new ones gonna cost,
Yes, sir.
approximately close.
And since he's here, what type of warranty would we get on a purchase from your company?
So we have many options. On the body itself is generally a 2-year warranty, covers all major body components, hydraulics, pumps, everything like that. On your chassis, I'll have to check on this certain chassis for sure. They generally come with a 2-year as well, and you can purchase up to a 5-year warranty. And I can send you guys all that warranty information if you'd like to look that over before making your decision.
I noticed the difference in the two proposals, about $4,000.
Yes, sir.
Basically, why is that different?
So one of them is a brand new truck, would be a brand new truck. The other one is a 2-year-old truck, so it is a used truck.
So for 4,000 more, we get a brand new truck.
Yes, sir. Now the reason, so the brand new truck is a 20-yard truck. The used truck is a 25-yard truck, so it's a little bit bigger. That's the reason that gap so close. But yes, sir, it's a new truck versus a used truck.
You say the new one is bigger?
The new one is not. It's a
Oh.
20-yard. The used one would be a 25-yard, so it's a little bit longer truck. You're basically gonna have 2 axles in the back instead of one.
Oh, I see.
Yes, sir, adding that extra 5 yards.
So it's got more tires on the ground.
More tires on the ground and bigger load capacity, yeah. Which we kind of figured for you guys and where the dump is, You're usually working fine with the single axle, the 20-yard.
Yeah.
So that's why I went ahead and prepared one for you on a new one that's gonna have warranty and all that, because we can't put the warranty on the used.
Have a full warranty,
Yes, sir.
but it'll be a little smaller
A little smaller, yes, sir.
and, okay. And how about, now you say the chassis is 2 years?
It's a generally 2 years. I can check on this certain truck. They may have built it with up to 5 years, and I can get that information for you. But it's generally a two-year body and chassis.
Financing, this truck.
You can't do it more than.
You can't go more than 5 years.
Can't do it more than.
You have a 5-year maximum,
5 year,
maximum.
okay. So if we get a 5 year warranty and we got a 5 year payout on it, that's.
You're covered through the life of, yeah. Of the
That'd be the
loan.
most logical way of handling it,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it will.
okay?
A question about the warranty. Would your warranty require that you do all the repairs, or how would that work?
Well, basically, say on something on the body side went down,
Yes,
you
sir.
call us, let us know what it is. We file it for warranty. If it's something that's easily to replace, we can get you that part and have your guys replace it, or we can send somebody down to do the work.
Where's your office?
Memphis, Tennessee.
It's an hour.
Yes, sir.
Drive.
Yes, sir.
That's a problem.
We're right on Shelby Drive by the airport.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So very quick to get down here. Like I said, we've worked with the city for a long time, parts, service, selling trucks. So we've never had any problem servicing you guys.
Yeah, well, I think that's where we need to go. We need to go with a new truck. It's a little smaller than the big one, but it'll have a 5 year warranty on it, you say,
Yes, sir.
and,
We can get up to that. Yeah. And I'll check on that before we get to that part to
Yeah.
make sure you're covered under all that. Yes, sir.
and you said we could get it here on the streets within 45
It-
days.
It's right. They told me 50 to 55 days. Generally, it's been coming in about a week ahead of schedule, but yes,
Okay.
before the end of the year, certainly.
That's all the questions I had.
Okay.
So for bidding purposes, most of these trucks are pretty much custom builds.
They are. Yeah, the chassis sitting on the ground bare. So as you see on the sheet there, when I laid out, that's the options that are built onto the truck. Yes, sir.
And to follow up with Mr. Ethel's question, of course, he and I are both lawyers. We were asking the question because many municipalities get in trouble with warranties, because if the municipality fixes the problem, then many times that violates the warranty.
Correct.
So we were trying to make sure that.
Correct. And that's when y'all would have all my contact information. If something goes wrong, call me. I can check on that warranty. Like I said, if it's minor stuff, they're not gonna, require us to come down to do it. If it's something real, if they back into something or somebody hits them and a light goes out, you can
So
replace
we
the light.
could theoretically do some repairs on.
You could, yes, sir, if it's minor,
Repairs,
yes,
minor repairs.
just to get the
with
truck back up.
And, get it done quickly
Right,
back on the
Right.
street.
because we don't want, if it's a minor repair, we don't want you to have to bring that truck to Memphis,
Yeah.
take it off route and all that for something that takes 10 minutes to do. We'll just either send somebody down, or warranty will give us permission to let the municipality repair it.
Okay,
And that would be Howell. So it's a Howell garbage truck. So they would basically send us a letter that says the city can replace this part on warranty. They'll send it to us and we get it to you guys.
okay. Okay,
Any other questions? All right, well, we thank you for
Thank
coming.
you for your time. I appreciate it.
thank you.
Yes, sir.
So, okay, so you have all of those proposals in front of you. You understand the time frame in terms of when you might have it. I will tell you that you have some other proposals in your packet. One is from Scruggs Equipment. That's the most expensive one, and certainly I'm not suggesting we spend that much money.
I know President, we're a lot larger.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what's the difference in the two trucks? Are both of the same or?
Are you talking about the one from Scruggs?
Yeah,
The one from Scruggs it's a fancy truck. It's nice and shiny, I'll say. You see the picture, it's a side loading and rear loading truck, and it's still a walk beside or walk behind. But it's a little more newfangled, as they say.
Yeah,
and it costs $300,000. And so,
Yeah. That's Cadillac.
yes, sir. You do have two proposals from Arkansas Municipal Equipment. And in those proposals, you have two 20-yard trucks. And one is $223,000, one is $234,000. And my understanding is that they have those on the yard now ready for delivery. I've been trading some text messages with a representative, and I was trying to ask about warranty information, but I don't have any response at this point. And so just take a look at those. And I think you need to make these decisions because as time rocks and rolls along, we may incur some additional cost in trying to pick up the garbage, whether it be whether it comes in rental or whether it comes in overtime, because we only have those two trucks that are operating. And so I would suggest you kind of look at those and decide how you want to proceed on it. We've already expended the $7,500 that you previously approved to pay on the contractor. But this is kind of it's a cost issue, and we don't have we're not overflowing with money at this point in time. So at some point, we need to bite a bullet somewhere and commit in one direction.
These two out of Arkansas Municipal Equipment,
Yes, sir.
they got a 20-yard maximum capacity, is that right?
Yes, sir. That's the same as the new truck that you just discussed with the representative from River City. Same capacity.
Yeah, I'm trying to compare apples to apples.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I see, those others, but the price is considerably lower
Yeah.
on the others.
Right. The River City price is the
Yeah.
cheapest. That's the cheapest price. Cheapest price, and then but you
Yeah.
have the weight, so you got to balance that out one way.
And that's a new truck
Yes, sir.
with a 5-year warranty. Personally, that's the way I would go personally. That'd be my thinking on it. Yeah, you gave me this morning and I looked it over
Yes, sir.
and,
Either way.
we gotta replace the truck. There's no doubt about it. We're gonna have approximately 100,000, you say about half that money to do it with. So, I'd move in that direction. We don't,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, just pass that on.
What's been passed around, Representative from River City wanted to receive additional information. on it.
okay.
So he's,
This is, oh yeah, this is a lot better picture of it. That's a picture of the truck we're talking about,
yes, that's the one that you were just discussing with
Yeah.
River City.
Yes, sir.
for $212,000.
Yes, sir. Or
Very similar to what we got, just a little bit smaller,
Mm-hmm.
brand new with a 5-year warranty. High capacity hopper. Yeah, my suggestion, recommendation, that'd be the way to go. You wanna look at this, Adrian, pass it down, Dr. Miller?
saying, Scruggs, but you said there was another quote.
yeah, it was the one that I emailed. I attached it to the email today, this afternoon.
Okay.
I just got those this afternoon,
Okay.
and I
That's
attached
a
it.
good looking truck.
But that's Arkansas Municipal Equipment, the two supplemental quotes that I attached.
I just wanted to look at it.
When do you recommend, we make a decision on?
As soon as we know, because we're gonna have to approve a financing agreement.
Yeah,
As soon as we know what the numbers are, I recommend we move on it quickly.
by Friday.
Hopefully we'll know by Friday. Yeah, and that may require a special meeting. The other thing that I think we need to do is probably need to put some additional funds in the hat for rental or a contractor to make sure the garbage gets picked up. And so we spent $7,500, and again, that's the money we'll claim under loss of use in the accident. And that means we'll submit to the insurance company that because of your insured's accident with our truck, we had to do this to maintain our business.
Well, that's, was my question.
Okay.
The
And so,
insurance company is the liability, had the liability, they
Yes, sir.
reimbursed us at $75,000.
7,500, not 75,000, 7,500. Yeah, yes, sir. Typically, what happens in an insurance claim like that is you can claim the replacement value of whatever you lost. So
Yeah.
they hit your car and you can get a rental car and that's the replacement, or you can take the cash. And so under these circumstances, what we would like to do is have them just compensate us for what we're having to pay. So reimburse us for what we've already paid to have the trash picked up. So my expectation is that we won't be out of any additional money. But on the front end, you have to approve it so that they can get it and make sure the trash gets picked up. So,
Ms. Mayor Pro Tem. Ms. St. Columbus, just one thing for the record. It's my understanding that the truck that was wrecked is 20 yards. So the brand new truck that you're discussing, the 5 years, it's a replacement of the truck. It's the same truck. It's a newer model,
Okay.
just for the record.
so you guys want to know how much you should approve? Well, I see, huh? Yes, what do we do?
3750.
3750. Yeah, yeah, 3750 for a week. So that would be my suggestion. So if there's a motion, I would suggest you make it for a week, which would be 3750. Motion by Davis to approve 3750. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Miller. Is there any discussion? Madam Clerk, would you call the roll?
Dr. Miller,
Yes.
Mr. St. Columbia.
Yes.
Ms. Miller,
Yes.
Mr. Etherly,
Yes.
Ms. Davis.
Yes.
Mr. Messina,
Yeah.
6 yes.
And just as soon as we get the appraisal, then Ms. Ramsey will get it to our new mayor, and then he'll distribute it to you all, and then that way
So
you'll
by the
know.
time of our next meeting, we should have this all wrapped up.
Yes, sir. I would expect that we may have to meet before the next meeting
Okay.
because we'll have 2 weeks. Our next meeting is the 14th. And if something happens before then, I really think we need to address this before that. Cause
Yeah, because if it takes,
yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. It's the 21st. I'm sorry. My mistake. I got caught, in the change thinking that this wasn't my responsibility anymore. And then, apologies. I found out I had a few more hours on the clock. And so, I got this together quickly. But, yeah, the next meeting is October 21st. So sometime between now and then, if we get the information, my suggestion is that we move on it quickly so that we don't lose any more money or time.
yeah,
Okay.
okay.
All right. I'm going to stay in the new business section of the agenda, and that covers truck proposal. We have an ordinance submitted by the fire department for adopting regulations for open burning. And what they want to do is, they've had a number of fires caused by people who have been attempting to burn their own trash, and sometimes it's just too dry. And so they want to adopt this ordinance. And what it requires is that somebody who's burning items of certain size get a permit. There's no cost for the permit, but it just puts the department on notice that something is going to happen to prevent any, unwanted events. This does not apply to your average person doing residential burning in your yard. And it says that it tells who it won't affect, but it's for people who want to burn large loads. And so that they will get a permit, and then they would be required to put the fire department on notice that they're about to burn. And then it tells the specifics of what they have to have on hand in terms of fire extinguishers and
Be
ability.
supervised by our fire department.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's exactly it. And
That's
this is
the way to go.
this is modeled on an ordinance that they use in Rogers, Arkansas, as a matter of fact. So want to adopt the same thing here.
Okay. Now, that's this ordinance you gave us here,
Yes.
that you want. And the open burn permit.
And so take a look at it, and then
What will that ordinance number be?
8.
Number 8? Okay. There's no charge in here for doing all this then.
No, sir, there's no charge in it, and, it's just
All we have to do is-
meeting with code enforcement. You have an open burn permit,
Yeah,
meeting with code enforcement to try to get
okay. Well, I make a motion that we adopt, put it on, first reading only. Ordinance number 8, open burning ordinance. Reading title only.
Okay. Motion by St. Columbia to adopt ordinance number 8 by placing it on its third and final reading, reading title only. Second by Ms. Miller. Is there any discussion? Madam Clerk, would you call the roll?
Ms. Davis. Mr. St. Columbia.
Yes.
Dr. Miller.
Yes.
Mr. Messina.
Yes.
Mr. Etherly.
Yes.
Ms. Miller.
Yes.
6 yes.
Ordinance number 8/2025, an ordinance adopting regulations for open burning and declaring emergency and for other related purposes. There need to be a motion to adopt.
So moved.
Motion by St. Columbia to adopt. Is there a second? Second by Ms. Miller. Any discussion? Madam Clerk, would you call the roll?
Mr. St. Columbia.
Yes.
Mr. Messina.
Yes.
Dr. Miller.
Yes.
Ms. Davis. Ms. Miller.
Yes.
Mr. Etherly.
Yes.
6 yes.
Okay, there's no,
There's an emergency.
emergency clause on here anywhere, so
Yes, section 9.
Section 9 is an emergency clause.
there is.
Yes, sir.
I'll move we adopt the emergency clause.
Motion by St. Columbia to adopt the emergency clause. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Messina. Any discussion? Madam Clerk, would you call the roll?
Dr. Miller.
Yes.
Mr. St. Columbia.
Yes.
Ms. Miller.
Yes.
Mr. Etherly.
Yes.
Ms. Davis.
Yes.
Mr. Messina.
Yes.
6 yes.
That ordinance passes. Mm. Yes, sir.
So now that it's passed, a lot of people may not know,
Yes, sir.
but do we have anything in place to educate people or?
That ordinance will be published.
Okay.
Like
in a newspaper or something?
Yeah, it'll be published, and I understand it'll take time for people to understand it. But this again won't affect most residential burning. If you go out in your backyard and burn some trash, it doesn't apply to you, and it says it on its face.
Okay.
This is going to be the people who want to burn huge fires. Structures. Sometimes we have people who decide they want to destroy their own structure by burning it down. This sets regulations. Sometimes people just have piles of trash that they pile up. This is so that they'll have to notify the fire department, and they will be either on hand or they'll know what the regulations are so that we don't have something get out of hand.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next item on the agenda, you have a proposal or estimate from Luckett Pump and Well Service. This is from the Water Department. And it's a large amount, $30,000. But let me tell you, it's gonna take us off 2 bypass pumps. And this is for the pump located over, I'm sorry.
Was it Miller?
Yes, I was trying to get this straight. It's for that pump. We've got 2 bypass pumps over there, and then when they fail, it backs up into the residential area. And so this will get us off 2 bypass pumps. And so this comes from water. We've already completed one, so we've lost 1 bypass pump in the last 30, 40 days. With this repair, we can lose 2 more, and we can stop renting these bypass pumps, but taking them one at a time. But this is the next step. And so they're asking that you approve this expense so that they can get this panel in, and then we can lose the pumps.
I'd like to make that motion. But go ahead.
Will you have to prepare an ordinance? on this?
Yeah, we'll bring the ordinance.
Okay, so you can go ahead and make your motion. City attorney's will prepare an ordinance that will formalize the thing, but go ahead.
Okay, so I'd like to move that we accept this proposal from Luckett Pump and Well Services.
A motion by Dr. Miller to accept the proposal or the estimate from, or approve the cost of the pump repair, $30,825.27. Is there a second? Second by Ms. Davis. Is there any discussion? Madam Clerk, would you call the roll?
Ms. Davis. Mr. St. Columbia.
Yes.
Dr. Miller.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Messina.
Yes.
Mr. Etherly.
Yes.
Ms. Miller.
Yes.
6 yes.
Thank you. We have lost 7 figures on bypass pumps over the last few years. And so, this should be one of the priorities of our department is to lose these bypass pumps. We've bought them several times over, just by paying rental fees. Next item on the agenda is an event permit for a family reunion. And this is to take place this weekend, 10/9 through 10/11. It has all the signatures of the police, street, and fire department heads.
They all look in order.
Yes, sir.
This is on Hernando Street, right?
Yes, sir. That's on the west side of town.
I move that we approve the family reunion recommendation, event permit application.
Motion to approve the event permit, for family reunion by St. Columbia, second by Messina. Any discussion? Madam Clerk, would you call the roll?
Mr. Etherly?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes.
Ms. Davis?
Yes.
Dr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Messina?
Yes.
Mr. St. Columbia?
Yes.
6 yes.
All right. Next item on the agenda, we're gonna go back up to the top. And you have the treasurer's report. So I don't know if there's any presentation that you might want to make regarding the report. Are there any questions regarding the treasurer's report? And I'll tell you what, we might as well wrap this up with the finance update as well. It's all money. So you have your treasurer's report and we have a finance update. In your packet, Ms. Ramsey, Mr. Turner, city attorney, myself, we have gone over all that we've seen, and you have a complete list of all of the known debt. I won't call it debt, known claims made against the city. And, if you look at that on page 2, Mr. Turner has gone through that and summed it up for you. And you'll see that you show a total on page 2, and he hasn't broken down by general fund, street fund, and landfill fund. But you'll see on page 2 that you have a total of $4,406,874.66. What that includes is all of the known claims being made against the city. I'll tell you, we started out in, I think around June, we thought we had $4 million in debt, and what we learned through this process. Claims. We thought we had $4 million in claims, and what we learned through this process is that we had more than that. And we actually had right up around $5 million. And so what we've also included is a third sheet is put together by the treasurer to show you some things that we have actually paid since July 1st. And you'll see that we got to 4.4 million. We paid $561,018.71 during that period of time.
Yeah, I saw that on another sheet.
And I want to take this opportunity, since I have the mic, let me take a few personal privileges here. And say I want to thank Ms. Ramsey and Mr. Turner for all of the help that they've given me during these 3 months. We've worked tirelessly for the last 90 days, and we had no idea going in that this is what we were facing. But I want to say that we have talked almost on a daily basis about this level of debt. We had to make some decisions and to get the payroll down and to get some of the things that were dragging us down to make them go away, I'll say. Ms. Ramsey through this time I made jokes about her saying I'm loading you up on emails. She would literally send me emails on Saturday and Sunday night, and I would try to address those things just as soon as we got back. They both had suggestions about things that we could do to save money. And so I want to thank them for all the support they've given me during this period of time. Again, we have, and I'll tell y'all, I'm really proud of this, that in 90 days, we paid over $500,000 in debt. And I'll tell you that based on what I know about our finances, let me back up and say this. For the last two pay periods, we've made our payroll. We paid our payroll taxes at the same time. We're current with APRS. And just a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, we were able to actually engage in a payment plan with LAFI that will help us to get LAFI paid off. You may recall that earlier in the year, we were notified by LAFI that we could try to work out a payment plan, but they actually discouraged us because if we didn't have the money, it would have been disastrous for us to take on a payment plan and not be able to pay it. But of course, we couldn't let the debt pile up either because we were incurring penalties when we weren't able to pay it. So we met and we were able to get on a payment plan. We made our first payment last week. And so we have 17 more payments. It's an 18-month payment plan. LAFI right now has a hold on our turn back money. They will do that until they are repaid. They will not apply the turn back money to the LAFI debt, but they will release it once we pay them off. And so we'll be doing that simultaneously, but we are thankfully at this point in time able to actually do it. And so we'll be doing that over the next few months. And you know, we were in a rough spot 90 days ago. One of my goals was to turn this over to someone and have it be in a better place than what I found it.
I'd like to compliment you on the way you laid this out. It's understandable. I'd like to see us get a copy of this each month as we progress into this.
Yes, sir. And that'll be the
You know,
treasurer.
and let us see exactly how we're moving with this thing.
Yes, sir.
Because by having this, I like the way it's laid out. I compliment you on the layout of it. But half our debt is in federal taxes and local. That's where half of the entire debt is.
It's taxes, state taxes, federal taxes, LAFI.
Yeah.
Most of it, as I said some time ago, was payroll related. And so those are the things that we tried to
Oh,
attack.
Okay, one other question I have, are
Yes, sir.
we still looking at the reducing the number of employees and then trying to cut our payroll down rather than raise it?
You've significantly reduced it already.
Yes, sir. We have significantly
We need to
reduced.
continue looking at that.
Absolutely. And of course, that'll pass from me to somebody else, but
Yeah.
we've significantly reduced our payroll. And that's why we're able to make payroll. When I got here, we were paying the net payroll. We didn't have the other things that went along with it. And so in other words, we were paying the net, but we weren't able to pay the taxes and everything that went along with payroll, but we're able to do that now. So for the last month, what I call operated normally.
Okay.
Make payroll, pay the
Well,
taxes at the
not
same time.
Increasing our debt.
Yes, sir. And we've taken over $200,000 of that was off of the federal taxes. The lob fee will come in time. And I'll tell you this from where I sit right now and what I see, knowing how our money is going to come for the rest of this year and what we have in front of us. We can go into January under 4 million. We can go into January
That's
on.
good. That's good.
But of course, I won't be driving the car, but I'm saying that
Yeah.
opportunity is in front of us right now. And I say that with all the things that we face, having to buy a new garbage truck, having to take care of some other things, we have the opportunity to go into January and be under $4 million in debt.
Our gross income is around 9 million, and then that's
Yes, sir, that's projected.
basically what it's gross is.
Yes, sir.
See, that's what we have to work by. We had a budget, but I don't know how we got this debt like it is, but
Well,
anyway, it is what it is, and I'm glad
yeah.
we're working on it and have a plan to get it reduced.
The budget is the budget,
I
Mr.
like the
Sanko.
way you laid it out.
Well, that's Mr. Turner's layout.
Yeah,
Yeah, but the budget is the budget. What matters most is what happens on a day-to-day basis and the decisions that are made. I said this when Mayor Franklin was still here and they presented the proposals. And let me stop and let me say thank all of you, City Council, because I made some proposals to you and you went along with it, right? I know some of you looked at me sideways and said, how is he gonna do this? I've been sitting across the table with him for years and he cannot possibly run this mayor's office. But I want to thank you for trusting me to implement some of these plans. And those were instrumental in us being able to pay off this and put us on the pathway to paying off the debt. This is not a picnic. This is a grind. And it's gonna be that for probably the next 24 months. And so
See this plan working if it worked right.
if we stick to it, if we stick to it, I can see it working as well. But I'll say this again, I've learned more from the mayor's office than I ever thought I knew from the city council chair.
Yeah.
And I would say this to you as council members. The things that happen every day are, it's just far too great to tell sometimes. And you just have to deal with things as they happen. And sometimes, I'll say this, I made comments and criticisms from a perspective of ignorance. And I know better now. I know better. There were some criticisms and complaints that I made that absolutely were legitimate. And everything that I ever thought I would do if I was in this office, I tried to do it in 90 days. And I tried to implement cost-cutting measures and policies during this time period. But again, a budget is a budget. What really matters is what happens on the ground every day and whether we actually follow that budget. We have done some things over the years. I'm not going to make it these last 2.5 years. I'll make it the last 10 years. That were absolutely dumbfounding to me once I saw them. I didn't understand why we did that. And I didn't understand why we lost money doing this thing and that thing. And so certainly we have some things that we can do in the future to help us save. I spoke to our incoming mayor, and we're going to meet in the coming days. And I told him I got a list for you. Certainly you're going to make your own decisions, but I just want to share with you the things that I've seen and things that I think that we can do better. Of course, he'll make his own decisions about how he wants to proceed on that, but I think we have some opportunities. We've lost some opportunities over the years. I think we have some opportunities that we can take care of. If we take care of them, if we're diligent and keep our noses down and just work over the next 24 months, I think we can see our way out of the debt that we're in, and we can have certainly a brighter day. I think the next 12 to 15 months are going to be they might be financially difficult for us. But once we clear that lot fee debt, because that's going to be a big payment that we have to make every month, I think things start to speed up for us significantly. So we have 17 more payments on that. If we come into the ability and means to do it, they say you can pay it off early. So, and when we pay it off, we'll get money back because they're holding our turn back money. So it'll be, cash for cash when we finally pay it off. But I really wanted to take this opportunity to thank you all for, your support and allowing me to make proposals. And, reluctantly sometimes you went along, but I think we've been able to do a lot. I've learned a lot. I won't be the same council person from that chair anymore. I can't unsee what I've seen, but I think that may be helpful to us all.
Thank you.
Turner's laughing at me.
Job well done.
He got on me one time. He said, "See, you used to complain about this," and I said, I'm sorry, I didn't understand. I didn't understand." But I do think there's some opportunities for us. And so again, thank you. I want to thank Derek and Sandy for supporting me, and all the people who encouraged me over this period of time. Just certainly want to thank those people. As far as finances, we just got to work. We got to work. Next 16, 17 months, we got to work. There's no magic. There's no magic to it. It's just going to be work. Monitoring the costs every day and making sure we do the things that we have to do. That completes the finance update, unless you have any questions.
Time as Mayor Pro Tem and for your sacrifices that you've made to help to move our city forward.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. The water update. Part of the water update was the proposal or the estimate that I submitted to you, but the other part is this. I told you at our last meeting, the last regular meeting, I told you we had done everything that we needed to do to close on our loan. Now, I didn't tell you that the reason why we couldn't close is because we had to have a permanent appointment, but I knew at that time that we had to have a permanent appointment, and I knew it was going to happen really, really quickly after that because we had firmed up everything that we needed to do to close on that loan. I want to thank the people with the city who helped to make that happen. the first thing I did on my very first day is I walked into the mayor's office and I said, I need to know everything we need to do to close on that loan. And so Ms. Ford, over in the mayor's office, immediately got on the phone and started making telephone calls. And of course, I couldn't do all the things that needed to be done, but I want to thank all the people who came and we met and we met and we met. You know, and I kept telling them, you might have to tell me this 3 or 4 times because I'm getting this out of a fire hose. So tell me again, tell me again. But everybody pushed along to get us to this point. And so I made a joke with Mr. Turner. Well, he laughed at it. I made a joke. I said, I get to see it, but I don't get to cross over. And so preachers like that, don't. I get to see it, but I don't get to cross over. But again, thanks to all of those people who made this happen, and so that we can get to a point where we can start to fix our water system. And so that's going to be coming soon in the future. And so, and even with that, we have so many other opportunities that are out there, and I could talk forever about what I believe they are. But I won't do that. But I want to thank those people as well who helped to get this deal closed, to push us to a point where we can close on those lines.
Okay.
I don't think we have anything else to take up, and so,
I move we adjourn if we don't have any other business. Huh?
Put on the agenda about the
Do what?
cops grant.
hold on a second, hold on a second.
Oh, we've done that. We could
Hold on a
do
second.
a couple.
I don't know what, whose hands we
You
can
don't
do it,
remember
but
that? Yeah, they came in.
maybe we can talk about it the next meeting.
The cops grant?
The current one.
I'll tell you after we finish. It's pretty straightforward at this point. Okay. So, motion
I
to,
move we adjourn if we have no other business.
is there a second?
Okay.
Everybody seconds it? Everybody votes in
Thank you very
favor?
much.
Thank you all. I'll see you from the other side of the table.